The National Women's Soccer League is now on ION. It's a new Saturday night destination featuring the best players in the world. 25 Saturday nights, 50 matches, all season long on ION.
Out in front to Williams, slips through, here's a shot, and it's in!
This is a game changer for sports.
Sabina takes the shot herself! Hammers it home! Oh my goodness!
See the full schedule and find where to watch at IONNWSL.com.
If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors according to Indeed data and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. And Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. With Indeed, everything hiring is all in one place, and it makes it so easy. Leveraging over 140 million qualifications and preferences each day, Indeed's matching engine is constantly learning from your preferences. The more you use Indeed, the better it gets. Join the more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Indeed.com/podcast. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Welcome to Sugar Coated Murder Podcast, a brilliant true crime podcast hosted by two zany sisters, all while baking up delicious treats in their kitchen. Here are your podcast hosts, Karen Devaney and Ann Varner.
Sugar.
We're doing it.
We are finally doing it.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
nice to be around a microphone again.
It is. It really is. We've missed it. I've missed it.
I have missed it too. We've been a little discombobulated.
Yeah, life happened.
Life just ran over us like a little bit of a tsunami.
Yeah, it started in March and rolled
it
into
just-
April and continued through May.
And it's still kind of going on in June.
a little bit.
A little bit. So we're doing the best we can. We decided we've lost our recording space. Temporarily. So we've had to kind of come up with some creative stuff. This time we actually had some errands to run and just were like, let's take the microphone and talk into the microphone while we're out running errands.
Exactly. Brilliant. And
Yeah.
we did. I mean, Farmer Katie did say, please come record in the tiny house on my farm. And we said, oh my gosh, we would love to. And we took all of our things over. But then we started chit-chatting with Tiny.
With
Not
Tiny House.
Tiny House, but Farmer Katie.
Yeah,
And
we
we didn't
never
get a
really got
recording
a
done.
recording done. So,
She did send us home with some lovely hydrangeas.
oh my God, they were gorge.
Yeah.
Since then, we really haven't even tried until now, but we decided, hey, we're in the car all the time. We're always talking about these murder cases.
I know. If we can share them
Might
from the
as
kitchen, we can share them from the car.
Yes, we don't have anything baked for this episode, but this is just we decided to do a current events kind of a thing. We're testing out some stuff. We're thinking about starting some stuff up when we get, our recording space back and everything. So we thought we would talk about some current court cases. Wow, that's
Current court cases.
yes.
Wow.
Wow, that's really steep for
The
me.
triple C.
It is.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go first.
Me?
You.
The sweetest little
I
thing
know.
ever.
I know I am, girl.
All right, here are my current events. Up first, we've got the Unabomber. He died this week. His
He
name
did.
was Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
He was 81 years old. And I guess after 25 years in federal prison, he decided he'd had enough, so he committed suicide.
Oh, is that what he did?
He did.
Well, you know what? I don't want to say R.I.P. I
Yeah.
want to say don't rest in peace.
No, and we might have some younger people
Who
listening
don't
in on
know
this.
who Ted Kaczynski really was.
Yep. So what he had did between 1978 and 1995, he mailed bombs. He mailed bombs, mailed them, put them in the mail and mailed them to people.
So mean.
He killed 3 people. and he injured 23 people.
Mm-hmm.
It took them a long time, 1978 to 1995, to catch him.
Yeah.
They finally got him. He was sentenced to 8 life sentences.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever.
Yeah, what he did was really cruel. He put so much shrapnel. I mean, he wanted to do the most damage that he could and then would mail it to, like, an individual.
Yeah, you know why he did it?
Why?
He didn't like people.
Well, damn, I don't like people either, but I'm not going to spend all that time trying to hurt them.
Listen.
But you know what? It was his brother, I think, that turned him in.
It was. His brother's the real hero because his brother said,
We're not having that in our family.
We
didn't do that.
You got to go. He's over here. Over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my current event number 1.
Well, I have a current event.
What did you get?
Something will tell you about Sarah Boone.
Sarah Boone.
Sarah Boone. So she is 42 years old and she's been charged with second-degree murder for the death of Jorge Torres Jr.
Oh, Jorge.
Also 42 years old. Now listen to what
42, golly.
Well, and listen to this behavior.
Oh, I will.
For a 42-year-old.
I can get out of the car. It's not like I can walk away.
No, you've got to listen.
I got to go.
So she zipped her boyfriend into a suitcase and filmed him as he begged for his life.
What the heck?
He eventually suffocated because she went to sleep and left him in there overnight.
Oh, you wretched woman.
She claims it was a game and she fell asleep, but she took video.
Right. What kind of game?
Several times she took video of him pleading.
Oh, no.
Pleading for his life. And every once in a while you can even see him trying to wobble the suitcase.
No way.
And she is taunting him. She is, she's not being real nice.
Well, he must have been a little fella.
I don't think he was that little. I don't understand how he got talked into this. Once again, we need to put a public service announcement out there.
Don't get in the suitcase.
Suitcases are not a game. And if somebody ever tells you, hey, get in this suitcase, let me zip you up and see if you fit, don't do it.
Don't fall for it.
Don't fall for
It's
it because we've had more than one case where people have voluntarily gotten into a suitcase. I'm not saying their remains were put in the suitcase after they were dead.
No,
I'm saying these are alive people who get in a suitcase and then get killed.
Yeah, don't. If anybody says, I bet you can't fit into, then you should say, I bet I can't either.
Yeah, and I bet I'm not going to try it.
Right.
Yeah.
A trunk, a freezer,
nothing.
Anything.
Nothing.
In your mind, it should automatically flip to, okay, somebody could sit on this and I could never get out. Or
yes.
They
can zip it up and lock it and I'm never
glue it. Yes. They could tape it.
You just can't let people be in control of your situation.
No, that's a no.
So that's a big no. So she's been arrested in Orange County, Florida for that.
Oh my. Well, good.
So that court case is coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
So
I wonder if they'll show it on that.
At least the preliminary hearings, I think, are starting. Okay. Maybe that's what it is. So what do you got?
Well, just a little update on Bryan Kohberger. He's the Idaho 4 guy. He was in court on Friday. There was a hearing about a gag order that's in place.
Yes.
And he, so he's the guy who murdered the 4 college students at University of Idaho.
That's what he's been charged with.
The gag order says that attorneys and other people involved in the case cannot speak to the media at all. 30 media outlets have challenged that order, saying that the constitutional right of free speech and free press is being encroached upon.
Yeah.
So Kohberger's attorneys are the ones who are pushing for the ban because they say their client deserves to be tried in the courtroom and not in the press, which is just silly.
That's a defense move.
I love this statement from the opposing side. Publicity is not prejudicial. That is such a great point.
Yeah.
So anyway, the media has written an attorney. They call them the coalition, but it's like 30 different media outlets. And the judge is going to review both sides and take everything into consideration.
Yeah, because they're also pushing for cameras for this court case. The media wants cameras to be.
So it's not just the media either. In another court courtroom on Friday, one of the victims' families, Kaylee's family, they also are asking the judge to allow their attorney to speak publicly on their behalf.
Yeah.
The attorney says that the gag order restricts the family's free speech rights, and I agree with that. And then the media outlets have also gotten in on that case, and they've come in and said that the gag order is vague, overbroad, unduly restrictive, and not narrowly drawn, thus making it difficult for the media to obtain accurate case information, which would allow the public to better understand the case. And I mean, really, as somebody in the public, you do. I mean, that's why when Alex Murdaugh's trial came through and the media was so present, it just opened up so much that people didn't know about the case.
Yeah.
And he got a fair trial.
And the consensus is the people's tax money pays for these court cases. So they should be privy to the information going on around the court cases, during the court case. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's
Right.
It's the people's court.
Right. And if you've got the right jury and the jury follows the direction, then they're trying in
Then
a court of law.
Exactly. It's not
about the media as much as it is about the jury.
Yeah.
To
I
me.
agree.
I agree. That's only my opinion.
Opinion.
So that's what's going on with that case. Now, that trial is slated to start in October.
Yeah.
So we still have a ways to go, but I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of these little cases coming up
Like
all
updates.
the way through.
Yeah. Little
The gag
hearings.
order thing. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
sure.
there'll be things all along.
Oh, definitely.
What else? What else you got?
So I'm gonna go to Utah.
Utah.
Yeah. There's this woman named Corey Richens. She was arrested and charged with the murder of her husband.
Oh.
He had 5 times the lethal dose of fentanyl in his system.
Oh, Lordy.
He told family that he thought she was trying to kill him by poisoning him.
Oh, he was right.
So after he died, she wrote a children's book
What the hell?
on, I think it's called Are You With Me? On grieving for the loss of a parent. So
Oh,
she's
my
capitalized
word.
on his death.
Terrible woman.
And seems like she's the one that caused it.
Oh, my God.
So she has asked to be eligible for bail. And that hearing is coming up soon to do a bail hearing for
Oh, my
her.
gosh.
But yeah, she's and they've
So
got
she
2
hasn't had a bail
children.
hearing yet?
No.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I think what happened was originally it was set for no bail.
Oh, okay. And now she's
And
asked for
now
bail.
she's asked, she wants to go back and challenge that and ask for
yeah,
bail.
because it's no fun to be in jail.
Oh,
After you kill your husband.
I can't write any more books. And actually, she's got plenty of time to write.
Could be writing all kinds of
She
books.
could be writing all sorts of
What
things.
to do when your mama in jail?
What to do when you in jail because you done murdered your husband, where your kids at?
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
Or, hey, don't do what I did because I done got caught.
I got caught.
Yeah. So what else you got?
So Jordan Vandersloot's back in town.
Ah, well,
Not
back in
our
town, no.
but he's back in the States.
Not back in the States. He was never in the States. That's the crazy part. Welcome to America.
No, I thought he came here for one. He came here for one trial, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know what trial it was.
Oh, I don't know. Well, he's here. He's in Alabama.
Yeah.
If you'll remember correctly, Jordan Vandersloot was the #1 suspect in the Natalie Holloway case.
Yes.
She's the one that was on spring break and disappeared while in, where was it? I don't know, some fun spot.
Barbados?
Barbados, maybe. Natalie Holloway. You can look it up.
I'm going to look it up.
So when that case was going along, they never found her remains, and she's been pronounced dead.
Yeah.
But the court says she's dead, but they've never found a body, which is just agonizing for her family.
Aruba.
Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna. Anyway.
No.
So during that whole shit show,
Mhm.
he evidently got in touch with Natalie's mom and said, I'll tell you where your daughter's body is, but you're going to have to pay me $250,000.
Yeah.
So they've gone back now and gotten him on extortion and wire fraud.
Yeah.
Now,
that's sad.
let me just tell you where he been. He been hanging out in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in a Peruvian prison for the killing of his Peruvian wife.
That was his wife?
No, it was just a woman. Not a woman. I mean, not a wife, but a woman. A woman. And that's like the third person that he's been accused of killing. But this time he got caught. And
who was the other person?
There was another girl 5 years after Natalie Holloway.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And then he connected with this woman in Peru. And he killed her. And he confessed to killing her. And then he went to jail. I think it's like 28 years he's got to stay in Peru. And because the United States and Peru have an agreement, the United States was able to get him back here.
They're like, hey, can we borrow him for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I understand is if he is convicted of anything and gets jail time here, then he will still go back to Peru, finish his 28 years, and then come here.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how he's going to adjust to Alabama. We'll have to see.
Well, they say that in Peru is one of the worst jails in the world.
Oh, so maybe this is like a country club for him.
His attorney said this will be like a 5-star resort for him.
Oh,
and
great.
I said, oh, really? In the Alabama heat? Let's just see.
Yeah.
Let's just see if some of our good old Alabama boys don't give him a good old Alabama welcome.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, yeah, he'll stay in the Alabama prison system until his trial is over.
And here's the ironic part is, I don't know.
Hello?
Wow.
What's the irony
That
here?
just went right out my,
Wow.
just went away. That went right away.
Ha! There's nothing ironic.
Okay. Maybe I should go to my case
Yeah.
now. Wow.
For those who embrace the impossible, the Defender 110 is up for the adventure. This iconic vehicle has been redefined with a modern design that lets you go further and do more. The exterior is reimagined with compelling proportions and precise detailing, complemented by an interior built with integrity. The Defender capability is legendary. Whether you're facing off-road challenges or harsh weather conditions, its durability has been tested to the extreme. Powerful innovations like the intuitive driver display and award-winning infotainment system keep you connected. Innovative camera technologies deliver unobstructed views and effortless maneuvering. And robust cargo capacity means more room for your gear. Ready for a wide range of adventures, the Defender family features the two-door Defender 90, the Defender 110, and the Defender 130, which seats up to 8. To drive the Defender is to explore with greater confidence. Push what's possible with a vehicle made to go further. The Defender 110. Learn more at LandRoverUSA.com/Defender.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're conquering the unconquerable, using data and AI to create personalized gene roadmaps to fight cancer more effectively. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
This is a message for anyone with high LDL-C or bad cholesterol who has had or is at risk of having a cardiovascular adverse event. Merck is studying an investigational medication to see whether it may help lower the risk of future cardiovascular adverse events. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death worldwide, and in the United States alone, there are over 73 million people living with high LDL-C. To learn about whether you may qualify, visit CoralReefStudies.com now. Again, that is CoralReefStudies.com.
For over 130 years, McCormick has helped you make Mom's lasagna to keep her secret recipe alive. Take over taco night, no matter how chaotic your day is. Conquer the bake sale, even if you get to it last minute. And craft the perfect Sunday brunch when it's not even Sunday. Because with McCormick by your side, it's gonna be great.
Okay, so I'm going to take you to Maryland.
Maryland.
Prince George's County. A 44-year-old mother and her 19-year-old daughter have been arrested. The 44-year-old was charged with murder of her mother.
She killed her mom?
And the 19-year-old has been charged with accessory after the fact for helping to trying to help get rid of the body.
Oh my God.
They lived in a home with 71-year-old Margaret Craig, Police went to do a welfare check on Margaret because a couple of her friends had not been able to reach her for a few days, and they were concerned. They called the police. When they got there, the 44-year-old let them in, and they said, "We're here for a welfare check for your mom." And she was like, "Oh, well, we don't know where she is, but you can come in and look around."
Oh, right.
Yeah. I don't know why she did that. So they're looking around, and they go down to the basement where they are hit right in the face with the smell of decomposition.
Oh my gosh.
There was sweet little Mark. There were some remains down there.
Oh, just her remains?
Just some remains, and they've sent the remains to the coroner to try to ID the person, but they're pretty sure it's Margaret.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She was down there dead and rotting in the basement. So the mom and daughter, what a nice mom and daughter bonding situation we've got going on there.
What did they say what the reason was? It's got to be like Social Security.
I'm sure it's probably something like that.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter because there's no excuse. No excuse at all.
Well, Nightmare Mother from Hell, Lori Daybell, is scheduled to have her sentencing on July 31st. We'll see what happens there.
Yes. Oh, and that was the ironic one.
Oh.
Vandersloot and Daybell are both in Alabama.
No, that didn't happen in Alabama.
Her husband happened in
Alabama? Oh, interesting.
Oh, wait. Or is it Arizona?
Oh, no. I don't know.
I think that's Arizona. Now, the ironic part is I got it all messed up.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have any updates on where her current location was, just that her trial's coming up in July. Did you do, like, where in the world is
Lori Daybell?
Wait,
I heard that she got beat up when she got there.
Oh, no.
Maricopa in Arizona will proceed with the case. So she is, if she's not in Arizona, she's headed to Arizona. Gotcha. I think she's in Arizona. I don't know why I thought.
Will she go back?
It's a state.
By van or by plane? Anyway, so as I was looking around at all these current events online, I came across this one I hadn't heard about. It was on Court TV. This is the case out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the defense attorney is arguing that the victim in the crime was not technically a person after his death.
Wait, after they died, they're not a person?
Correct. Okay. So here's what happened. This crazy lady named Taylor Schabusiness.
Schabusiness?
Her name is Schabusiness.
That's none of your Schabusiness.
Schabusiness. She says she took a little trazodone, which is a sleep aid medication, but like a step up from melatonin, not very strong.
No, it's not like Ambien.
But also took some meth. She did some smoking of some meth.
Well, I don't know what the interaction is there.
And she was hanging out with Shad, this guy named Shad. And they were at his house, and they were having some sexual activity.
Oh, wonderful!
During which she
was giving him the Schabusiness.
There was some strangling, like some fun strangling going on.
Oh, the game strangling?
Yeah, only she says she just couldn't let go. So she strangled him until he died.
She couldn't let go?
Uh-huh. And then she dismembered his body. She left his head in a bucket in his basement.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
In his basement?
Yes, in the basement of his home. And his mama came home and found this severed head.
Oh, Jesus. What a freaking nightmare.
Yeah. And she called the police and said, I found my son's head in a bucket in my basement. And they found Taylor Schabusiness. It seems to me, I don't know if the house had like an apartment in it or attached to it or something, but it seems like she may have been somewhere close.
So, and now they're saying that.
So, let me just finish. They got her. She was charged with murder, 3rd-degree sexual assault, and mutilating a corpse.
Okay.
Now, her attorney says that the sexual assault charge should be dismissed, citing that the Criminal Code of Wisconsin states that 3rd-degree sexual assault is defined as a person has sexual intercourse with another person that where there is no consent. And he says that because Shad was dead, he was not a person at the time of the assault.
Are you saying she had sex with him while he was dead?
That is correct.
But she strangled him while having sex as well?
And then she had more sex with him.
Oh, that is not okay.
Uh-huh.
That is quite disturbing.
He says once a person dies, then they are no longer a person.
It is illegal to have sex with a corpse.
He also says that because Shad's penis was found separate from his body.
Stop it.
And that because his body parts were found in a purse, a gym bag, and in a crock pot box in a minivan, she must not have sexually assaulted him.
She did it before she chopped him up.
Correct.
I think that her attorney has also partaken of some meth.
Yeah, so when Shabiznes was arrested, she told the police that she had strangled him until he was dead. And then she had some more sex with him.
What?
And then she dismembered his body and hid his parts in random areas. And when police arrived on the Shabiznes, she got dried blood on her, and all they found of Shad was his torso on the bed. And
she
as they're
dismembered
taking her
him
out
on the bed?
She said to the people, "Good luck finding all his parts." That is what she said.
She's gross.
She's nasty. Now her attorney is trying to say this poor guy, it wasn't a person because she killed him. That's not how it works. Sorry. And I didn't even put it in here, but there was a sex toy involved after death at some point.
After death?
Yes, I don't even know.
Did she used on him?
I don't even know. But I mean, yeah.
That doesn't make, what is it?
I don't know, Sugar. She ain't right. I'm just going to tell you right now, she is not right.
Oh my gosh. Don't ever mix trazodone.
Just don't.
And
just don't.
Meth.
Just stop it with that already.
It seems that it makes you do weird sexual things.
Listen,
it's grody.
She's not on the meth or the trazodone anymore. She's in jail.
Good.
And she's still crazy.
She got to stay in jail, and now she hired a crazy attorney.
They were doing a hearing on competency, whether or not she was competent to stand trial.
Yeah.
And at that trial, she attacked her attorney.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, she attacked him.
Yes, I remember seeing clips of that.
Yeah, but she was competent to stand trial.
Yeah.
Good. She's good to go.
Yeah.
She's good to go.
She clocked him. I saw the footage.
She clocked him.
She just clocked him, sucker punched him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know it was coming.
No.
I think she knocked him out of his chair.
She knocked him out of his chair. That is correct.
Lord,
and so that jury selection starts July 24th.
Oh.
And the trial is scheduled to start July 24th. And I mean to tell you,
I'm going to be watching that one. I'm going to have to watch that one.
The judges had to unseal some of the photographs and some of the documents because of the motions that are being filed.
I wonder
right now.
if the part that they found in her purse was his penis.
I do not know. But, oh my God.
Like she had a pocket penis.
She might have.
A purse penis.
She might have. I don't know.
This is going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? I could not talk about this one.
No, I completely
Holy
agree.
Cow.
That's a great one.
Insane. What's going on in Wisconsin? In the Green Bay area. Now she's known no longer as Shabiznes.
No.
But she's the Green Bay dismemberer.
She gross. She's the Green Bay grody.
Yeah. She nasty.
Oh, Lord. Well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
With everything.
That's the thing with everything. And, we may not have a recipe, but I will tell you, since we're in the general area here of one of our local shopping areas, there's some restaurants along here, and I just happened to see one of my favorite places to eat here is Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, love me a Longhorn.
Because I'm a steak and potatoes kind of girl. Steak. I like steak.
I like a steak.
But this particular Longhorn, at this particular time of the season, sells a strawberry shortcake dessert.
Don't talk about it. I'm going to want one.
Well, we're not going to get one because neither one of us want to get out of the car.
No, and I still got to go home and make dinner.
Yeah, I do too.
We're having steak for dinner, though.
Oh my gosh, it's exciting.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
Anyway, it is fan-freaking-tastic. It's
the cake,
very good.
The strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, and don't get excited when you read the menu and see that's got white chocolate. I don't like white chocolate.
Yeah, I can't even taste it. No.
So that's a good one. If you're at a Longhorn, I'll tell you that's a good one.
That's a good one.
And for dinner tonight, I'm doing stuffed peppers, but I found the stuffed peppers at Costco.
There you go.
It's like 6 stuffed peppers. They are stuffed to the gills.
Oh, nice.
And it's only $18 for 6 of them.
I don't like stuffed peppers.
I don't either. I don't even like peppers.
I don't even like meatloaf. That's the problem.
Oh,
I feel like they just make meatloaf and stuff it in a pepper.
No, it's not the same because it's not bindy.
It's not?
No, it's not the same consistency at all. It's more like hamburger and rice and tomato kind of blend, kind of like the 5-spice casserole we used to
Oh
eat.
my gosh.
It's like that, only in a pepper. And I just take the stuffing out of the pepper because the peppers sometimes
repeats.
They give me indigestion. It just, I don't do the peppers
for
well.
days for me.
And they don't do the green. It's red, yellow, and orange.
That's cool.
So they're very pretty.
But
on a
you
plate.
do something fancy to put on top of it. What do you put on top?
Oh no, that's the one when I was buying the peppers from Publix.
Okay.
They needed a sauce.
Yeah, they don't have any sauce.
They don't have any sauce at all. So I would buy whatever sauce or marinara I saw that has the least amount of sugar in it.
Yeah.
Sauces, they get real sweet. And then I would pour in like a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of red wine.
Okay.
To some of the sauce and just shake it.
Red wine.
On there, and it gives it a real good, deep tomato flavor to it. And that was good. But honestly, I like the ones from Costco better.
Do they have sauce on them?
There's sauce in it. So they mix their hamburger with rice, a little bit of onion, and like a tomato sauce.
Okay.
And then stuff the pepper.
I might have to go get some of those because my husband, he loves them.
Yeah, I mean, they're worth it. I know you could take, a couple of them, put in the freezer, and then cook them later. But they're good first night, good second night. Costco is such a pain in the rear end to get in and out of.
Yeah.
But I do like, they've got the best rotisserie chicken because they got
the best.
More bang for your buck. It's less expensive.
It's a hearty chicken.
And
it's not
bigger.
a skinny chicken.
I don't like a skinny bird.
Yeah, me neither.
So anyway, we don't have a recipe. There you go. Some fun tips about Costco and Longhorn.
Yes, guys, we miss you.
We do.
We're going to put this episode out so that you all can at least hear our voices and know that we are still standing, but barely. And we're like flamingos standing on one foot in a windstorm, but we're doing the best we can.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're showing up.
And we're trying to get a couple more episodes recorded. So stay tuned. We love you guys so much. We just are so appreciative of all the support that you all continue to give us, even though we haven't recorded since March. And people that have bought our book have been just so nice. And if you have bought our book and you've read it and you liked it, please give us a rating on Amazon. It really helps with visibility. Same thing with our show. Even though we haven't been recording, you can still go on our show. You can subscribe, like us, leave us a review. If it's nice, if it's not nice, don't leave it.
Send us an email. We always like to hear from people.
We love to hear from people, and we've heard from a few people whilst on break, which has been really nice.
Delightful.
So keep up the good work, guys.
Yeah, and
with
please,
supporting us.
Listen, don't zip your boyfriends up in suitcases. It's bad.
Don't strangle them whilst having sex.
And please don't stop cutting up your boyfriends.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
No, it's not a good look at all.
It's just not a good look.
Yeah. So what we want you to do is stay sweet and don't murder.
Because if you kill people, we're going to talk about you.
Yeah, and we're going to tell everybody you're grody.
You're nasty.
All right, guys, we love you.
This has been Sugar Coated Murder Podcast, a deliciously entertaining true crime podcast. Like what you heard? You can always explore past episodes by visiting sugarcoatedpod.com. Don't forget to like our Facebook fan page and share with friends. Thanks for listening to Sugar Coated Murder Podcast.
NetCredit is here to say yes to a personal loan or line of credit when other lenders say no. Apply in minutes and get a decision as soon as the same day. Loans offered by NetCredit or lending partner banks and serviced by NetCredit. Application subject to review and approval. Learn more at netcredit.com/partner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
You know when you're listening to a true crime story that has an unbelievable plot twist that makes you stop in your tracks? That's what our podcast, People Are the Worst, brings you with each episode. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rebecca. We're identical twins who love true crime cases that make you say, didn't see that coming, and we hate the people responsible for them. Listen to People Are the Worst now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.